What's up, everybody? Paramoto here. How are you guys doing today? Today I am doing amazing. So I do not consider myself to be a Harley motovlogger, but everybody that vlogs on Harleys has been mentioning the whole $1 Million Bogan fiasco, and I feel like I want to chime in as well. As you guys know, if you've been following this channel for any length of time, I'm a fan of $1 Million Bogan. He's probably one of the people that actually kind of convinced me to get into Harley Davidson. You know, it was $1 Million Bogan and his adventures with his friend and his cheeky, like, you know, sense of humor, and then it was Blockhead as well, and those two basically sold this bike to me. And so I feel like I almost have a responsibility to chime in on the whole thing going on with, you know, $1 Million Bogan, Gelong Harley Davidson, and Harley Davidson's corporate. If you guys have been following $1 Million Bogan, he basically posted a video that he's like quitting motovlogging. He's not going to quit motovlogging. He's built it too far up. Like, there's no way that he's going to quit motovlogging. What has happened, though, is that Harley Davidson has royally pissed him off. And I think Harley Davidson corporate, shame on you guys. You guys have got the worst marketing team probably in the history of just like corporate business. $1 Million Bogan is literally the epitome of Harley Davidson culture. He takes these really expensive motorcycles and he rides them all over the world, and he adventures on the back of his Harley Davidson. He's the embodiment of your brand, and you're pissing him off. I really wouldn't be surprised if, like, the next time we see $1 Million Bogan, he's riding a BMW or like a Ducati or something like that. Because, like, Harley Davidson, you're like a little autistic kid. You don't know how to treat people. Like, I don't understand you guys. What I've seen that really pissed off $1 Million Bogan is the fact that, like, he goes to Gelong Harley Davidson and he, like, jokes around with his friend, and he does a bunch of cheeky stuff in, like, their shop and whatnot, and Harley Davidson corporate doesn't like that for whatever reason. I'm sorry, dude, but, like, not all bikers are these, like, big badass, like, burly, like, land pirate guys. A lot of us are out here with a sense of humor. We're just normal people that like to ride motorcycles. You know, like, just because we're not all, you know, leather daddy land pirates, you know, we don't wear nothing but Harley Davidson everything, like, that doesn't mean that you should shut them down. If you guys were smart, you guys would just get out of your own way, because your bikes are damn near already marketing themselves. Blockhead, Ryan Urlacher with Law Abiding Biker, and you got, you know, people like $1 Million Bogan, and like the list of Harley Davidson motovloggers goes on, and these guys do a better job marketing your brand than you guys do, bar none, hands down, no argument. And then you go along and you basically threaten Gelong Harley Davidson, you know, to whatever, if you guys don't stop with $1 Million Bogan. You know, like, I don't know. I just don't get it. I don't get it. You guys suck at your job. I mean, you really do. You guys really do suck at your jobs. There's no other way to say it. You know, $1 Million Bogan's been out there advocating for, like, you know, the core customers of Harley Davidson for a long time. He said that, like, he doesn't like the live wire and, like, the new direction, the way that Harley Davidson's being marketed. And, like, he's just decided to go do his own thing. And he does epic road trips on your motorcycles. He does epic road trips on your motorcycles. Why are you not financially supporting these people? Why are you not, like, being like, hey, Blockhead, what kind of bike do you want? We'll give you whatever you want. Hey, you know, $1 Million Bogan, here's corporate sponsorship so you can do more things. And, like, get more customers, because your action, Harley Davidson, your actions with, like, Jason Momoa, like, people don't even really know that guy's name. That's like your entire, like, advertising budget is like Jason Momoa and land pirate stuff. And, like, I bet you anything, people like Blockhead reach more people, and people like $1 Million Bogan reach a hell of a lot more people than you guys do with your millions of dollars that you're putting in an advertisement. I'm not into MMA, but I'm around people that are into MMA, and they don't give a shit about Harley Davidson. So why are you spending millions of dollars, you know, advertising on UFC? I mean, honestly, why are you guys spending millions of dollars advertising on UFC? MMA people don't give a shit about your brand. These are little things that you guys don't even know, because you don't reach out to your core customers. You don't reach out to your customer base basically at all. And the whole shebang with $1 Million Bogan is just another example of that. You have this shining star, this person that could literally catapult your brand into the stratosphere if you let him, and instead you threaten his friends. $1 Million Bogan basically said, I don't have to take down my stuff, but if I don't take down my stuff at Gelong Harley Davidson, they'll get in trouble. That's ridiculous. That's absolutely ridiculous. Harley Davidson, you have lost your core customers. I'm going to call no balls on Harley Davidson corporate. Like, I'm just going to be totally honest with you guys. I don't understand your actions on this one. Million Dollar Bogan was one of the reasons why I'm sitting on this motorcycle right now. I didn't even know who Jason Momoa is, and you gave him a free motorcycle just because he's a big-time Hollywood actor. And like, what do you do with that motorcycle? He started rattle canning over it, like, immediately. Like, that's not cool. Like, this guy obviously, like, that dude obviously does not have any respect for your brand. The YouTubers out there that ride your stuff and make content with your stuff, they do have respect for the brand, and they would never dream of doing something like that. Yeah, we might abuse it by going off-road a little bit or something like that, but we're not gonna, like, straight up rattle can something that we were just given. Like, that's ridiculous. It's almost like you guys are trying to fail at this point. You know, that's the only thing I can really bring up, is that it's almost like Harley Davidson corporate is trying to fail at this point. People aren't buying your bikes. People aren't interested in your bikes. Your bikes are overpriced. The quality isn't quite there. You know, but then there's some people like me, there's some people like Million Dollar Bogan, there's some people like Blockhead that we just like these motorcycles. I like the throwback retroness of it. I like connecting with a simpler time. I also like, you know, supporting American companies and American brands. You guys make it really hard though. Pulling crap like that makes it really hard. I'll be totally honest with you guys. Like, I like this bike, but if you guys are gonna continue pulling crap like that, I might think about trading it in and going and getting something else, you know? You have to carry yourself as a company well to get people to stay on your motorcycles. Like, if, you know, I'm on this bike, I'm making payments on this bike, I'm kind of stuck on this bike for the next couple years at least. But if you guys keep on pulling crap like that, like, once it's paid off, like, what's my incentive to stay in Harley Davidson if you guys are embarrassing? You know, if it's embarrassing to say that I ride a Harley Davidson, then, like, how are you going to keep riders? How are you going to keep people on your bikes? I just don't really understand where y'all's heads are at on this one. Personally, I actually had an opportunity about a year ago, I think, maybe 2 years ago, to collaborate with Raging Bull Harley Davidson. I met up with, like, the owner at a bar, and I was talking to him about motorcycles and stuff, and about the live wire coming out and whatnot. And I had an opportunity. I was literally about to start collabing with, you know, Raging Bull Harley Davidson. I got his card and everything. But I decided against it because his general attitude and the attitude of the people around him that he was surrounding himself with, you know, just, I mean, I didn't really want to work with them. I didn't want to work with them, to be honest with you. And, you know, now that I bought this motorcycle from them, I kind of feel like I'm open to the idea of working with a Harley Davidson dealership. But what would happen? I mean, honestly, what would happen if I, you know, got in so good with them that, like, I can joke around about Harley Davidson stuff with them? Like, would you pull that content as well? Like, why would you even think about doing that? I mean, honestly, it's just an uncalled for move. Like, there's no reason that you guys needed to threaten Gelong Harley Davidson. There's no reason that you needed to really burn the bridge of Million Dollar Bogan. You know, because at the end of the day, somebody like him, he's got a lot more influence than you guys do. He's got more influence than you guys do. I guarantee you that. Especially over your younger markets. I mean, the fact of the matter is your marketing team is not utilizing their resources. And then they're pissing off the people that reach out to the younger riders. Like, I'm 32. I'm like probably a decade, maybe a decade and a half under your median age of ridership. So I know you guys basically stopped reporting it when it was, you know, getting pretty close to 50. When the average rider age was pretty close to 50, I know you guys stopped reporting that. So, like, it's probably older than that. I might even be half the age of your average rider at this point. I'm your demographic. I'm in my peak earning potential at this point, you know? And it's like, Million Dollar Bogan reaches out to people like me. People like me are the future of your brand. And pissing him off pisses me off, which turns me off of your brand. You know, and that's something that you guys failed to think through when you threatened him. I almost feel the same way about Harley Davidson as I do being a Cleveland Browns fan. Like, I was born in Cleveland, I'm stuck with it. I'm stuck with being a Cleveland Browns fan. Like, there's nothing I can do about it. I'm just like being born with a congenital disease. Like, yeah, they suck, but I can't help it. Like, I can't help rooting for them. You know, and it's the same thing with Harley Davidson. You guys are literally like the last, like, great American brand. Like, yeah, you could argue Indian. Like, somebody could argue Indian, but, like, not really. Not really. I don't think Indian is really there. Harley Davidson is like quintessential American motorcycle. And to be honest with you, I'm rooting for you guys just like I'm rooting for the Cleveland Browns. You know, like, you guys are, you know, like, you guys, I mean, the bikes are cool, but at the same point, like, the quality's lacking, they're expensive, your marketing sucks, you're pissing off people that I like, and it's like, but they're American made. And you're like almost the last American made motorcycle, so I kind of have to follow you guys. I kind of have to like you guys. You know, and that's kind of where I'm at with you guys. You know, the only reason why I'm even on this bike is because of my own decisions, and it's not anything to do with you guys. That's for damn sure. You guys did not, Harley Davidson's marketing team did not convince me to be a Harley Davidson rider. That is for damn sure. I don't really understand it though. Like, if you think about it, like, Yamaha does a great job using YouTube to market. Triumph does a great job using YouTube to market. You know, Ducati, they don't really do it as much, but I mean, they don't really need to. Triumph, like, they literally give bikes to people. Triumph has been known to just give bikes to major YouTubers. Yamaha has been known to just give bikes to major YouTubers and, like, really, like, try to cement that younger rider base. Harley Davidson just like, no, we don't need to do that. We got this brand name. And your sales are like, woo, like that. And, like, I don't understand why you guys decide to make bad decisions non-stop. Like, non-stop. I just don't understand it. It's like you guys want to fail. It would be bittersweet if Million Dollar Bogan was just like, well, screw you guys. I guess I'm selling all my Harley stuff and I'm gonna, you know, go get a KTM. I'm gonna go get a BMW GS. You know, and it'll be a better suited motorcycle for what I do. It would be a kick in the pants, but I mean, it might be a kick in the pants that Harley needs. Alright guys, I just wanted to make this quick little video about my opinions with the whole Million Dollar Bogan Harley Davidson fiasco. If you guys like this video, please make sure to like the video, make sure to subscribe, and I'm going to get a quick little thumbnail. Deuces.